Okay, we are live.
Finally.
Finally,
That was a 15-minute challenge that we overcame.
that's okay. We're going to get everything situated and settled. That's what happens when we have new technology. Technology is so amazing. The learning curve, not so much sometimes, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Um,
We made
yeah,
it through it, and now we're here and we are live. And
so,
if you want to chat with us, you're going to have to make sure that you click the little button or wording that says StreamYard so that we can actually see who is talking to us. And then just type in the chat box if you have any questions, or just type in the chat box so we know you're there.
yes. Okay, so I am Catherine Boland, and I am Aroma Empowered, and Tabitha is.
Tabitha L. Taylor. I'm a holistic health nerd, so that there's just too much. I had to just go with my name. Just too much. I'm into I couldn't pick one name, so I just thought, I'm just going to go with my name, and then I can talk about all the awesome things I have learned about holistic health.
Absolutely. So we are going to go over, we wanted to share what Aroma Freedom technique is and a little bit about it, and give you a little bit of a taste of the technique, that the shift that can happen whenever you use this process. Now, you are going to want to grab some oils. You might want to go ahead and do that. We're not going to need them right immediately, but you're going to need lavender, frankincense, and stress away. Simple. Okay. All right. So a little bit about the technique here. Let me see. How can I do this? I'm going to do this.
We're learning how to screen share on this amazing new software.
Yes, it is amazing. So we are Aroma Empower. We are Empowered Life Collective. I keep getting my words tangled up because my name is so close to what we are. We're a group of inspired practitioners representing many areas of expertise who have come together to help you live your best life. We all use Aroma Freedom technique as a modality in our practices. So we're going to just go right into who the founder of this amazing technique we call Aroma Freedom technique.
And that would be Dr. Purkis. He actually was a clinical psychologist. He's been in practice since 1995. And in his practice, he used essential oils. He's also been teaching essential oils along with his wife, Elaine, since 2001. He's trained in multiple traditional and alternative approaches. He wrote the book, Aroma Freedom Technique. And it is using essential oils to transform your emotions and realize your heart's desires.
He's also the creator of the Aroma Freedom Academy and an internationally recognized teacher and trainer.
Now, there are 3 facts you need to know about human nature.
The first one is that we are designed to explore and grow from birth through our early adulthood and into our careers, to learn how things tick. So we're always exploring, whether it's our surroundings, our inner self, or our biology or environment.
And the second fact is we are designed to learn from experience. And we have an internal, I don't even know what you would call it, an inner rule per se that will help us to avoid pain. And so, the child, you have a little toddler kiddo. I've had 5 kids, and every single one of them have gone through the same thing. They go to want to touch that hot pan on the stove. They can feel that heat. They learn very quickly not to do it again because our internal receptors say, that's hot, don't touch it. If we get our heart broken, if we get into a traumatic event or a car crash, we remember those things and we internalize them. and we keep them inside.
All right, and then fact number 3 is we're designed to hide these inner rules from our conscious awareness. Just like a dog with a proximity collar, we set those inner rules and we'll go sometimes extreme lengths to avoid that pain. My dogs have the proximity collars on them, and it is just whenever they hear that collar beeping, they will back away from the border because they know that that's where they need to stay. They turn tail and head back to the house when they've ventured too close to the boundary. We may have had a painful enough experience that caused us to set our boundaries to being fearful of leaving our home. That's a feeling of safety that turns against us, and we become confined, imprisoned, if you will, by the safety of our walls.
Because what's happening is it's creating a conflict between our desire to continue to grow and explore and adventure out and our desire for safety. So you literally internally are going through this constant conflict of, I really want to go to do this public speaking event, but oh my gosh, I'm so scared. I really want to go to this date with this guy because he's really awesome, but what if he doesn't like me? It's a constant battle back and forth.
All right. So where do these negative thoughts even come? So we have these negative thoughts, and they hamper our ability to pursue our dreams. We're worried about the future, remembering painful experiences, or not sure what to do to reach our dreams. Then we're unable to enjoy life or to accomplish things. The problem lies in where our mind is taking us and how our emotions follow. So our physical bodies are emotionally driven vehicles, and where the emotions drive it, that's where it will go. You may not have realized it before, but not only do our negative thoughts and emotions keep us from realizing our dreams and achieving our goals, they also affect our bodies in a very tangible, physical level. So the things that we might hear, that negative chatter is, I can't do it. I'm not worthy. I can't make a mistake. I must be perfect. I'm not good enough. Nobody loves me. I mean, we all have that chatter that happens inside our heads. Anytime that we have something that we want to try, something new, or step outside of our comfort zone. Have you seen the circle where it's this big circle and it's got this dot inside of it, but your success is outside of that circle of comfort? So those negative chatter voices keep us in that circle that keep us from realizing and achieving our dreams.
So here's an example. If you ask, most people will tell you they're terrified of public speaking. In fact, I think it's still the number one fear on a list of top whatever fears that they do on a normal consensus. I guess they do that regularly. So why is this person on the left who's getting ready to give this presentation like totally sweating bullets? I mean, why is she so nervous? Well, because the negative voices in her head are saying, you really don't know what you're talking about, or you're going to mess something up. You know, people are going to laugh at me. What's going to happen if I get up there and they start laughing? I'm going to get tongue tied. You know, that happens to me all the time. And I just,
it happened to me a while ago.
All the time. So, you know, just the thought of public speaking is causing this poor girl's heart to race. Her palms are sweating. She's getting knots in her stomach. You know, some people call that butterflies right before you get on stage to perform. You know, this could lead her, though, to never, ever want to speak again in public. So the woman on the right, though, she's confident and at ease. Maybe she's done this multiple times. Maybe she's comfortable doing it. Maybe she's doing the old adage, picture everybody in their underwear, and she's just not even concerned about it. Exactly. Well, the Aroma Freedom process allows us to move from self-doubt and fear into confidence and ease.
So we saw those negative thoughts that were on our backs. So where did they come from? Aroma Freedom is built on the understanding that when we have a painful experience, our subconscious mind develops negative thoughts as a way to protect ourselves from future pain. For instance, if a girl is being gossiped about or bullied at school, she may develop a belief that I am ugly or I'm not good enough to be friends with the popular kids. I should just stay home instead of going out and having fun. The trouble is, later in life, that same belief will stop her from having the life she really wants. She'll stay home instead of socializing, or she'll believe that she's not good enough for her friends, and so on. We've all developed probably hundreds, if not thousands, layer upon layer upon layer of negative beliefs in our lifetimes. And these work below the level of consciousness, and they rear up whenever we do something that feels anywhere even remotely threatening. I personally have had so many negative beliefs about myself that I've cleared using Aroma Freedom. One of the most liberating ones I was when I was realized I was staying at a job that I felt it was sucking the life out of me and my relationships. I was working long hours and just beating myself up all the time in my mind. Um, it was not a healthy situation at work or at home or inside my head. So I've since connected the dots through diligent, regular Aroma Freedom clearings to realize why I was doing what I was doing and staying at a job that I was not happy at. Then came that fateful day when the breakthrough clearing happened. It was during a class I was taking from another Aroma Freedom instructor that was tailored toward building one's intuition. That is one of our instructors, actually. It's Sherry Kaufman. That clearing was one of the most vivid, powerful sessions I had up to that time. In that clearing, I realized that the expectations I had of myself were actually connected to my childhood and feeling like I had not met up to the expectations that others had of me, which was actually a reflection of their disappointment in their lives not meeting the expectations they had of themselves. It's such a vicious circle, these perceptions and impressions that become belief systems that keep us stuck.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't long after that I left that job. Of course, then you have to deal with losing the friendships and the connections that you'd made whenever you're there, but that's okay. Um, I rooted out all the things hiding in the nooks and crannies of my subconscious with Aroma Freedom, and I'm here today.
So the Aroma Freedom technique is easy, it's gentle, it's going to leave you feel energized and confident afterwards. You can use it on yourself or others. You can literally take control of your emotions. There is absolutely no diagnosis involved. It is 100% non-medical. We use Young Living essential oils because they're the purest and most effective oils. They've been proven effective and adopted by thousands of people worldwide. Now, that is the book that Dr. Perkis wrote, The Aroma Freedom Technique. You can purchase that at aromafreedom.com. I don't know if he sells them on Amazon or not. Catherine, do you know?
I don't know, but I do know that he will be at the Aroma Sharing event. I spoke with him today, and he will have books at the Aroma Sharing event just before a convention next Tuesday and Wednesday. And I will also have them with me at the expo that we're doing next Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you come and do a class with us, then you can pick up a book and then you can go talk to Dr. Perkis and shake his hand, maybe if he's at the booth, maybe get him to sign it for you. But yes, that's his book. I don't know if it's on Amazon or not, but I do know that it's on aromafreedom.com website, and you can pick it up at the Aroma Sharing event or at our expo.
Awesome. Well, the Aroma Freedom technique empowers people how to become free from negative thoughts, feelings, and memories using a proven and simple step-by-step process. And Catherine's going to start talking about some of that.
So how do we overcome negative thinking? The idea that we have negative thoughts that hamper us is not a new one. Even in the Bible, we're told to renew our minds, or that a man thinketh, so is he. But how do we renew our minds? Let's see if my slides will cooperate. Some people advise that we should fight the negative thoughts. For instance, if you hear a voice that says, you're not good enough, you should just affirm at that moment, yes, I am good enough. Or maybe you should just ignore them and think about something else, like petting your cat or picturing yourself at the beach. Or perhaps just saying affirmations all day long will overcome the negative thoughts. Now, all of these methods work, and some people get great results by doing these things. The problem is they're constantly engaged in a fight with the subconscious in these scenarios. I affirm, I am successful, and your inner voice shouts back, no, you're not. That's what mine just laughs at me. It's so rude. Or you can
dissolve the negative thoughts by using Aroma Freedom and essential oils. By following the trail back to the original painful memory that gave rise to that negative thought, we can actually identify the source of our inner resistance. Then, using the Aroma Freedom technique process, the memory complex is gently dissolved by smelling specific essential oils at the exact right time. And as this happens, the negative thoughts disappear and are replaced by confidence, peace, and an inner knowing of what you need to do to reach those goals.
It is so amazing whenever all that loop is connected and we can clear that stuff out. So are you ready to break free? Some of the things that you can use this technique in are careers, like I mentioned earlier, relationships, like what was connected to my career situation, wellness, spirituality, and recreation. The purpose of Aroma Freedom is to help you get from where you are to where you want to go. So today we're going to talk about our goals and dreams, and sometimes we can feel like we're stuck or confused or unable to move forward towards the life that we want. Some of us may feel like we are doing well in certain areas of life, but we're not where we want to be in other areas. For instance, you might have a career that's doing well, but your marriage is not fulfilling. Or you might feel a deep connection of your divine source, but you never take time for yourself to have fun. Now, Renee's class, Aftula, is really great for that because one of the F's in ULA is fun. Whatever area you are feeling blocked in, Aroma Freedom will help you release what is holding you back.
But how does this process really work? So in Aroma Freedom, we use the sense of smell to reprogram the subconscious mind. Because the response to smell is so powerful and automatic. So when we smell food, for instance, that is probably rotten, we have an immediate reaction. We're not going to eat that. I mean, that's our protective mechanism. Same thing for like a rabbit. If they smell a predator, they're going to take off running. If they waited to see what was coming, they may not actually survive. So this is part of our survival mechanism.
That's right. It's a primitive sense.
Yeah. The sense of smell is our most primitive sense and the one that is most closely connected to our survival.
Absolutely. All right. So smell in the brain. I love this image. I'm not much of a sci-fi person, but that is a really cool graphic. Now, am I wrong?
No, I like it.
I love it. This is because the olfactory nerve, which is connected directly to the limbic system of the brain, is triggered by aroma. It carries messages directly to the limbic system of the brain, where we process feelings of safety and danger. This is where the primitive approach or avoidance safe feelings are created. There's a basic survival impulse, either to approach that which is good for us, or to avoid or fight that which is threatening to us.
Okay, so this is my favorite slide in the whole presentation. This actually talks about your amygdala, and this is what triggers that fight or flight, that freeze, that survival response. And smell is an immediate trigger for your amygdala, which means it can also help to calm it down and to help you relax and understand that you're safe and that it's okay. Which thank God that happens, because the first time I ever gave this presentation, and being a phonetic speller, I called it the amygdala, and could see everybody was cracking up in the presentation. So I just stopped and was like, did I say something wrong? And somebody graciously said it's called an amygdala. And I was like, well, phonetic speller, it looked like amygdala. So that's kind of the running joke now. Every time I give this presentation is I call it the amygdala.
That's what cracking up over here over that, because I know the story behind the story. So funny. Okay, so for instance, incense has been used in religious rituals for centuries because the sense of smell also has the power to calm us. Whether it's a church, a temple, a mosque, or any sacred space, we use the sense of smell to help us to let go of the struggle and stress of the outside world and to connect our inner guidance. In fact, because of the irresistible power of smell, when we smell relaxing scents like lavender, vanilla, and frankincense, it's very difficult not to feel more relaxed.
Yes, the sense of smell is also very closely linked to our memory. We know this to be true because we have all had the experience of smelling something that reminds us of a specific memory from our childhood. So, if you're watching this, I want you to just take a minute and just close your eyes, take a deep breath, get relaxed, and I want you to remember cinnamon rolls. Just imagine smelling those cinnamon rolls. And what is that first memory that comes into your mind?
Monkey bread, Girl Scouts.
So Catherine's monkey bread. We get chili day at elementary school or high school a lot because they always had cinnamon rolls and chili bread or cinnamon rolls and chili at school. And for me, it's a memory of going to my cousin's house and her grandmother made cinnamon rolls and she wore roller skates and she would roller skate across the kitchen as she's making these cinnamon rolls. And I have never forgotten that. And every time I smell them now, I think of that. So, that's how potent our memory is with smells. So, because of its close association with memory, the sense of smell is particularly well suited for processing and releasing the memory complexes that we identify with the aroma freedom technique.
Yeah, it's really powerful and really awesome. Okay, so these are the oils that we use in a full aroma freedom session. Lavender, frankincense, and stress away are really the first step, but those are combined for a specific reason. The scents we use to dissolve memory complexes with aroma freedom come from essential oils. Essential oils are natural compounds that are distilled or pressed from fresh, organic plants. They're extremely powerful and concentrated. For instance, it takes 5,000 pounds of roses to make 1 pound of rose oil. That is a lot of flowers, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes 75 lemons to make one 15 milliliter bottle of lemon oil. The scent that comes from essential oils are naturally balanced and complex. Lavender may have up to 300 chemical constituents. That means that the aroma can trigger memories and other reactions in the brain in a very balanced way. In Aroma Freedom, we use specific oils that Dr. Perkis chose through years of experience. There is more and more scientific research coming out to support the use of essential oils in supporting mental and emotional balance. For instance, scientists have discovered a specific compound in frankincense that triggers ion channels in the brain, giving it a calming and centering effect. I use frankincense at church. It helps me to remain centered and calm and connected uh, to God. The reason that I'm there is to connect with Him and the people in my community in a closer way. And it just helps me to be focused and not worry about any distractions. And it really is a great addition to your spiritual life. Vanilla, which is in Young Living Stress Away blend, has been shown to have a positive effect on brain chemistry. And lavender is well known for its soothing effects. Now, inner child and release are part of the full session, and we're not going to be going into that. You're just going to need lavender, frankincense, and stress away today if you're going to participate.
Or any oil.
Or any oil.
Or
Yeah.
any oil you can get to.
Whatever.
Yeah, but people have known for generations that smelling pleasant aromas is a wonderful way to relax the body, mind, and the spirit. The discovery that aromas can also dissolve memory complexes opens up a whole new world for people who want to make lasting changes in their lives.
So we have some interlocking techniques here. It started out with just aroma freedom technique. And then actually, I think it started out with the memory resolution technique. And then he took it to aroma freedom technique. And then we developed the aroma reset, which is quick and easy. And then we also have the aroma boost. So the interlocking techniques of the aroma freedom arsenal each targets a different area in which we might be stuck. For a memory that feels incomplete, unresolved, or still emotionally charged, we use the memory resolution technique. We call that TMRT, the memory resolution technique. For a current situation creating feelings of being stuck, worried, or overwhelmed, then we use the aroma reset. For to boost the affirmation and move us into a positive movement, we add the aroma boost onto the aroma reset. And for a goal that we want to achieve in the future, we use the aroma freedom technique. So that's our goal setting when we set an intention.
I use the aroma boost a lot for goal setting or something that I want to get accomplished that I've been procrastinating about. I'll use the aroma boost.
Okay, so these are the 12 steps. If we were to do a full aroma freedom technique session, these are the 12 steps that we would do. And these are the results from those. After 1 to 3 rounds of aroma freedom, significantly improves confidence that a person can reach their goal. Negative thoughts dissolve, positive thoughts and attitudes emerge, and this leads to greater results and action. So these are some of the actual statistics from clearings on real people, by real people. So whenever you start with an aroma freedom session, you set a goal and you rate how possible that goal feels. A lot of people have these goals, but they keep having this chatter that happens and they're like, I'm really never going to reach that. It's not even possible. So that's your zeros. And 10 is, I've totally got this. Why are we even talking about it? I got stuff to do. But most people, as you see, start at about a 3. And this is taken from 3,411 responses at the beginning when we first start here. After 1 round, they move significant shift from 3s up to 5s, 6s and 7s. And then the next round, some people didn't even need another round because we went from 3,411 to 2,938. And after another round, we literally are at half of the number. So only half the people needed another round after this one. So we went from a 3 to an 8 with just quiet, guided, smelling the oils at a particular time, and just that conscious, not conscious, that just awareness of processing memories and emotions. So these are those same statistics on the same page. So you can see that shift from 3 to 8 in a very short period of time, and generally about 20 minutes.
All right, so now we're going to do an aroma reset. So you can grab that pre-mixture of lavender, stress away, and frankincense, or if you don't have that handy and you want to just grab any oil, you can. I'm actually going to be reading directly from the Aroma Reset booklet. You can purchase these right off of aromafreedom.com. Or if you're going to be at Young Living's convention next week, you can go by Dr. Perkis's table in aroma sharing and grab one.
I'll also have these at the expo.
Oh, and Catherine will have them at our expo. So some of this may be repetitive, but I do want to go ahead and read the full book just so that you know exactly what to expect from it. So how important is the sense of smell? Your sense of smell is the most primitive one you have. It is the first to develop in the womb, and it connects us at an early age to feelings of safety, comfort, and joy.
So smell is tied to survival. All animals, including humans, use the sense of smell to find good food, avoid predators, and attract mates.
Smell connects directly to the emotional brain. The olfactory nerve connects directly to the limbic system in the brain. This is where we process emotion, determine whether we are safe or in danger, and form bonds and attachments to all of those people around us.
So why do we get stuck? When we encounter a situation that feels overwhelming, confusing, or threatening, our emotions sometimes lock up, and we lose our ability to know what is best for us, to think clearly, or to make good decisions.
But what is aroma reset? It is a simple process to quickly release the negative thoughts and feelings you have about a current situation. By focusing on how it is affecting you and smelling specific essential oils, you reset your brain to return to feelings of peace and wholeness, allowing you to gain clarity on your next steps.
So we're going to do an aroma reset. We're just going to follow the steps in the next pages to quickly clear your mood connected with the current situation.
So the first thing we're going to want you to do is actually take a moment, and you can close your eyes if you want to, and actually identify the situation. Think of a current situation that feels maybe overwhelming, frustrating, or confusing. And once you have that clear picture,
we're going to find that one word feeling word that describes how you feel when you picture the situation. Some examples might be sad or hopeless, lonely, fearful, scared, etc.
so now that you've got the situation and you know what that feeling is, take a moment and locate, do you feel that somewhere in your body? Maybe in your head, your heart, maybe your stomach. It could also be a body posture, such as feeling slumped over, or maybe you're clenching your teeth.
So once you've located that in your body, you're going to identify the negative thought. So what is that negative thought that's connected to the feeling? For example, it might be, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I'm not smart enough.
Okay, so now you have all of that information gathered up. Go ahead and place 1 to 2 drops of the memory release blend, which would be the pre-mixture of Stress Away, lavender, and frankincense in your hand. Or at this point, if you don't have those, just feel free to use whatever oil you feel drawn to. You're going to rub that around into the palms of your hands. You're going to make it like a little cup over your nose, or further down if you're not used to inhaling oils. Catherine will example for us. And you're going to inhale deeply while focusing on that situation, the feeling that you found earlier, the body location, and the negative thought. And then just notice what starts to happen to the picture or the situation. And notice what's starting to happen in your body and the feeling. And just continue to breathe that in and notice those changes for about 30 seconds.
Okay. So you might have noticed that that feeling dissipated, or you felt your shoulders relax, or you just felt more at ease. So now that you found something is notice that something shifted, you can either do one of two things. You can get on with your day in a more relaxed, calm, and clear mood, or you can use the Aroma Freedom technique to clear out any issues that you became aware of during that reset process. So that is the reset. You can use that technique any time of day, anywhere. If someone cuts you off in traffic, if somebody's got 15 items in the 10-item grocery aisle, any number of things. If the dog had an accident in the house, if the kids are running amok, stop and do a reset.
And you can do as many as you need all day long. I keep it in my purse.
Yes, I've got mine right here next to me. So let's go to the next screen. Okay.
All right, so this is the Aroma Freedom journey. Most people begin by having, they're a person, they've got a problem that needs to be solved. They become a casual user of the Aroma Freedom technique. Maybe they've bought the book, they've done the technique on themselves, maybe some family, friends. They have such an impactful event, or see, the tongue-tied thing happens, doesn't it? It just,
Powerful experience.
they have such an impactful experience that they go on to become a certified Aroma Freedom practitioner. And from that, you could go on to become a student Aroma Freedom instructor or a certified Aroma Freedom instructor. And the Empowered Life Collective is actually a collection of Aroma Freedom instructors.
Yes,
and we all work in different modalities, different healing arts, and we've all come together to put on an amazing expo utilizing all different types of Aroma Freedom. Some of us are doing a reset, some of us are doing the boost, some are doing full Aroma Freedom sessions, and we're going to be putting on that expo next week.
That's right. So here again are some of the books and where you can find them. Again, you can find them at aromafreedom.com, or you can come to the event next if you're going to be at convention and pick one up for yourself.
So this is how you can find us, and that is a picture of actually 15 of us in the Empowered Life Collective. And Catherine is going to tell you some of the different classes that are going to be offered because everybody is doing something unique. I'm teaching a class on being free from overwhelm, being a mom and a business owner, and an all around everything woman, trying to be a wife and all of it. Usually I do it to myself, but I have a tendency to be easily overwhelmed. So I'm an expert in that. So I thought I would teach a course on that using the Aroma Reset, because I use that almost a billion times a day.
Yeah, so the first one on my list, I don't know if you can see my mouse pointer or not. Tabitha, can you tell me if you
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so this is Hermine Rondeal. She is actually one of our Dutch speaking instructors, and she will be presenting the Aroma Freedom Technique intro in Dutch. So that is really cool because there will be people, Dutch people in attendance at convention. So we're hoping that some of them will get to come and experience her class. Now, Donna, where's Donna on here? Here she is. She's doing a class called Finding Your Niche. Are you struggling to find your purpose, not sure where you fit in, or where you can be most of service? Let's explore the power of Aroma Freedom together and find your calling. Her class is going to be on Tuesday the 16th at 11 o'clock a.m. Oh, I forgot to say Hermine's is going to be at 9:30 on Tuesday morning. Sarah Strain.
She's the beautiful in pink.
In the pink. Ease out of self-denial to self-care. Are you available to everyone but yourself? Is the stress taking its toll on you? Join me to understand how stress manifests in the body and discover techniques to utilize essential oils to begin your journey in self-care practices. And then our next one is Teresa. She's right here. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my, overcoming worries and fears. Hey, Dorothy, are you ready to break free from the shadows of your fears so you can let your light shine bright? In this session, you'll learn how to use Aroma Freedom technique to show those lions, tigers, and bears who's boss. And then it's Tabitha.
Which I already told you about mine.
Yep, she's up here with her familia. And then Renee, remember I said Aftula? Here's Renee right here. Hers is AFT Ula, and she's doing an intro. Join Renee for an overview on how you can balance and grow 7 key areas of life so you can live the life you've always wanted. Learn how the Aroma Freedom Technique can support your journey by overcoming the negative thoughts, emotions, and memories that are holding you back from your success. And that's Renee Arledge. I forgot to be telling you the times of these, but all of the times and all of the days are on our website. So don't worry if I didn't mention which one that was. So that hers is Tuesday, the 16th at 5 p.m. And then Stop the Food Fight. That's Angie Taylor. You might have seen her interview today. Where's Miss Angie? Right here.
Corner.
Break all the dieting rules while repairing your relationship with food, exercise, and yourself. In this inspiring presentation, you'll learn how to combine the 10 intuitive eating principles and Young Living essential oils to create a non-diet approach to wellness. Learn the truth about current fitness, wellness, and health benefits that have made us all sicker and fatter than ever before. You'll hear why diets don't work and why it's time to stop the food fight. And that is Tuesday at 6:30. And then Sherry Kaufman, the one that I mentioned in my testimonial time, is doing Share Love and Self-Love, Embrace Your Inner Dandelions. When we look at the garden of our lives, we see dandelions as well as our flowers. Join Sherry to experience Aroma Boost for a shift in perspective and discover the power of embracing your personal dandelions. And that is July 16th, which is Tuesday at 8 p.m. And then mine, where am I at? Right here. Prepare for your promotion. Do you find yourself waiting and waiting for that shift in your life, family, or business to happen? God has big things in store for you. However, if you're still holding on to past hurts and things that no longer serve you, you cannot fully receive your forthcoming blessings. Join me for a preview of my 4-week program to learn how to identify holding patterns, why they happen, and how to use Aroma Freedom to release the shackles of the past and move into your life promotion. And then Tracy Henderson is right here. Hers is Gratitude. Be still and listen. Oh, mine is Tuesday morning at 9:30. I kick the day off. Gratitude. Be still and listen. Tracy Henderson. In this meditative experience, we will align with our major elemental centers and discover the profound gratitude we all share for ourselves and each other. By identifying emotionally charged experiences which create walls to true happiness, we will release and reset our perspective to carve new paths and ignite gratitude in our miraculous journey through life. Hers is to Wednesday, the 17th at 11 a.m. And then Carmen, where's Miss Carmen? She's up top. She is doing transformation, releasing limiting beliefs to reveal your authentic self. Today was her interview, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Explore some of the most common limiting beliefs and how they're showing up in your life. Carmen will teach you the Aroma Reset technique so you can begin to let go of those beliefs that have kept you from growing and living life as your authentic self. And then Tanya,
Just right below her.
Oh, there she is. Tanya, her class is called Anxious for Nothing. Carmen's class is Wednesday at 12:30. Tanya's class is Anxious for Nothing. It's July 17th, which is Wednesday at 2 o'clock. Uncover God's techniques to handle all levels of worry. We will be utilizing the Aroma Freedom technique to remove the emotional and spiritual blocks that prevent us from trusting God fully, even with our anxious thoughts. Upon completion of this class, you will walk away with a simple formula that can be applied daily to life, to live a life that is truly anxious for nothing. And then we have Miss Janice. She is up here at the top. Breaking the chains of cravings. Don't let cravings imprison you. Break the chains and find freedom to live life as you truly envision it to be. An addiction is a behavior you keep repeating despite the negative consequences you're aware of, whether it's food, alcohol, shopping, gambling, any behavior that's unhealthy. Aroma Freedom can be a path for positive change. This is a sample from her 4-hour series that will be offered online. And that is July 17th at 3:30. She wraps up the day for us. After that, we will convene and go tailgating at general session.
Yay.
Yeah.
So you can buy tickets. There's a QR code right there. Just use your phone. That's going to take you directly to our Empowered Life Collective website. And you'll go under the Expo button, or you can click on Buy Tickets. It's probably easier to go to the Expo button and go under there, and then you can look at the different classes outlined and pick and choose which ones you want to take. Each class is $25 individually, and that can be either in person in Salt Lake City, or you can also buy that on demand. You do not have to be there. You can buy it and watch it later. We also offer a bundle, which is my personal favorite because it's the best bang for your buck. You get all 13 classes at, I think they're less than $20 a piece.
Yeah.
And you're going to get 3 additional bonus classes that are not going to be offered at all except with the bundle. We did set up PayPal, so you can use PayPal to buy the bundle only. And that is located on our website. That button is on the website on the Expo page.
That's right.
But you can buy tickets either on Eventbrite, you can buy it on Oily Tools, Oily Events, or the bundle through PayPal. So we have multiple different ways that you can buy tickets, but we wanted to give you that option for the bundle with using PayPal credit if you wanted to buy it and then use about 6 months or so to pay it off, however you want to do that.
Yep.
So we made it simple and easy.
And affordable.
That wraps it up for us.
Yes.
So thank you so much for taking time to hang out with us for the last 47 minutes. We hope you learned something. We hope that you take a look at our website and take a look at the different instructors that are available. Every instructor has their own personal business and coaching. So reach out to ones that resonate with you. And that's at empoweredlifecollective.com. And we look forward to seeing a lot of you at convention next week if you're a Young Living person. If you're not a Young Living person and you live in Utah, I think you could still come into the Salt Lake City Hotel. We're going to be located on the 3rd floor. If not, buy the on-demand classes and hang out at home in your jammies and eat some popcorn and take a class. So, yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us tonight. This was really fun to learn how to use this technique, this
StreamYard.
Our crash course in StreamYard.
That's right.
So thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in Salt Lake City. If you are going to be there, come by and shake my hand. I'll be there in person. Let's see who else will be there in person.
Carmen, Donna, Sarah, Tracy.
Yep, and we'll have a couple of other practitioners there that you can visit with, and Dr. Perkis will be in the aroma sharing event. But come and see us. This is a great opportunity to have an in-person experience and ask questions, and we look forward to seeing you. And if you can't be there in person, by all means, grab the on-demand stuff, grab the bundle. It's the best price, and we will see you later. Bye.
Now she's got to find the off button.
I found it.